Hey everybody, welcome back to Parking Lot Gourmet. Got a challenging meal here for you today. I'm going to get it set up pretty quick. I've already lost about 10 minutes of my lunch hour, so we're going to do what we can. Stay tuned for this one. I think it's going to be a little challenging because, alright, let's go over the premise one more time. I have 1 hour for lunch, I have a $10 budget, and I need to make it as gourmet as possible. So I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to try to stick it. I got right at the $10. I mean right at it. And this is going to be one heck of a meal for that $10. So stay tuned. Here we go. Here's the menu. Y'all ready for this? Prosciutto, asparagus, whole grain medley rice, topped with a poached egg and Hollandaise sauce. Yeah, Hollandaise sauce in the back of the truck in a Walmart parking lot. Heck yeah. Gonna try to prove to you that you can cook gourmet anywhere, anytime, on a budget. I already have this prepped, cut, and washed. Okay, the prosciutto wrapped asparagus. The asparagus is raw, so it's going to take a little while to cook. That's why we got to get this in there as fast as we can. Okay. I overheated the oven just now, wasn't paying attention to it, but that's okay because you lift it up and things are going to cool off right away. The oven's actually sitting at 550 degrees, which is okay because I have the oven turned off now, the gas turned off. So the temperature is going to slowly come down, it's going to cook, and we'll just turn that oven back on and off as we go. Going to do a number of things with this. We're going to use this pot to boil the rice, which it's a 90-second rice if you put it in the microwave, but if you leave it in the bag and boil it in the water, it takes maybe 5 minutes. We're also going to use this pot for melting my butter, and to poach the eggs, and to use as a double boiler for making the hollandaise sauce. So, multi-purpose here. Okay, let's get the eggs going. Okay, if I do this right, I'm going to do 2 eggs for the hollandaise sauce. It's a very, very simple recipe. And I'm going to do 3 poached eggs just for the fun of it. I have some extras just in case if I mess up on the hollandaise sauce. I can try that again real quick. But basically, the basic recipe that I use, I do 2 egg yolks. So you want to separate your eggs. You want to do 2 egg yolks. I'm sorry. All right, let's start that over. You want to do 2 egg yolks. All I do is I add a splash of lime juice. I do that because every time I go to make this, I always forget to get lemon, but I always seem to have lime juice in the fridge. So I use a splash of lime juice, a little bit of salt, and then melted butter. And if you can use salted butter or unsalted butter, it's up to you. If you use unsalted, you need to add salt. If you use salted, you don't have to add salt, but I like it a little saltier, so I add salt even though I use salted butter. Anyhow, all right, things are getting cooking here. So, turn that oven off again. Water's boiling. Gonna start separating the eggs. Cold eggs. Better if you use room temperature. I'm gonna keep the egg whites for a recipe later at home. No sense letting it go to waste. good already. Let's give that a turn. Look at how that bottom's getting nice and crispy. Fire that back up again. Pretty sure the rice is done. I mean, it's really already cooked. You can actually eat it straight out of the bag without heating it up if you wanted to. Might be a little crispy, crunchy, whatever you want to call it. But now it's when things get risky. Things get complicated now. When it comes to poaching an egg, I want you to see this. That is way too much of a boil. So we're actually going to turn that off while we're preparing the egg. While we're getting things ready, I'm going to slowly, hopefully this thing won't crack on me. I'll explain the butter here in a minute, but I want that to get hot so it will begin melting. Okay, I took the boiling water and I've now got my measuring cup with butter down in there. And I just realized I need to go get my spoon. Anyhow, you want the butter to be melted and warm, but not boiling hot. Alright, so the hot water is going to be plenty to melt this butter. You don't want the butter to brown. You don't, like I said, you don't want the butter boiling, but you do want the butter somewhat hot, because that's going to help to cook your Hollandaise sauce. Alright, so a whole stick of butter is what it calls for, but I have found that I don't necessarily need a whole stick of butter. But let me go get my spoon. I'll be right back. When you go to cook a poached egg, you do not want a rolling boil. You want it hot enough right at the brink of boiling. Okay. You also want to make sure you add about a capful of vinegar to the water. That helps to firm up the white of the yolk of the egg. You also want to strain your egg before putting it in. You may have seen people where they're swirling the water to try to keep all that yolk together. If you strain your egg, all the watery part of the yolk actually comes, strains away, and you don't necessarily have to swirl it all around. You can just drop your egg right in there and it's good. Little pro tip there for you. Alright, so my butter's melting. On we go to the next step. So I got a very, very low boil. I'm going to add just a little bit of white distilled vinegar, because it's a small pot anyhow. Okay, now crack the egg right over the strainer. You get all that watery, I don't know if you can see that, but it's straining off all the watery part. The egg is still a little cold though. Room temperature eggs are best. Okay, now you can swirl it if you want, or just drop it right in there. Hopefully you caught that. See, there's not a whole lot of swirling going around. Also supposed to help it from sticking to the bottom. Oh, see, I got a bunch of wet there. Did you see that? Yeah, see how milky the water is now? I didn't strain it enough. So it went everywhere. That's what you don't want to do. That first egg was just right. So let's make sure we strain this one properly. Get as much of that off of there as possible. Okay, and let's drop that one in. That one was much better, much better. Ladybug. Okay, that first egg should be done. Oh man, I ruined that second egg. I ruined it. Good thing we did 3. Oops. Ah! You can break the white and still not break the yolk, which is what just happened. That's also what happened to this one here. If you can see, I overcooked that one and it completely came out of the white. Don't want that to happen. So I'm going to bring this closer. Darn it. Well, that's interesting. Can't say that's ever happened to me before. Where the yolk came right out of it. Darn it. Well, here we go. Turn the heat off because we don't need it that hot. The bowl's already hot enough. Okay. See those little air bubbles in there? That's what we're going for. Okay, now heat of this butter. All goes well, we're going to have some good hollandaise sauce. If you want it thicker to that, keep whipping it. If you want it thinner, add a little bit of water. But I have, look at that. Ho ho! Hollandaise sauce, folks. Alright, now, alright, I've screwed up the poached eggs, but whatever. Let's plate it. Goodness. Doesn't that look good? I think I could have cooked that a little more. Oh well, looks good. Let's taste it. It's warm. Right, look at the asparagus. Plate that on there. Let's see if we can't get these eggs on here. one. One that broke. And there we go. Oop, it already popped open. Alrighty. Doesn't that look yummy? Yeah, I should have put the hollandaise sauce on, then put the egg. Might as well use it all, right? I made it. Ooh, it's going to be a mess to clean up later. Mmm. One of the best ones yet. Scallion. And some pepper. Bon appetit, y'all. How about that, huh? Oh yeah. Prosciutto wrapped asparagus over a bed of whole grain rice with quinoa, poached egg, hollandaise sauce, and scallions. A little bit of salt, pepper. Oh yeah. I'll bring you back for a first bite in just a second. Oh, had to take a picture of it so I could send it to my friends and say, ha ha, look at what I did. And you can too. Now granted, that took, with coming out here, with setting up, all that stuff, I'm almost to my 1 hour. But, in a parking lot, here, I'll show you. I'm in the parking lot of Walmart, like I always am. Beautiful sky for a change. Leaves are in the trees again. Alright, first bite rule. Here we go. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's a big bite. I don't know if y'all saw that. I guess I'll have to do another one. The asparagus is perfect. Oh my gosh. I can get a little bit of everything in that bite. Ready? Here we go. A little bit of everything. Oh my god. I'm telling y'all. Get out there and try this. You don't have to do it in a parking lot like I do. Do it at home. It didn't take long. Okay. I'll come back with you with some final thoughts. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to come back with some final thoughts. Don't leave yet. If you haven't tried hollandaise sauce, man, it's good on just about anything. Avocados, mangoes, a lot of the fruit. A lot of breakfast items. It's real popular on salmon and asparagus. It's one of the 5 mother sauces of France, and it's really good. Give it a try. It's real easy. I first discovered hollandaise sauce at a little restaurant called the Village Inn, where I had my first taste of Eggs Benedict. I thought they made the best hollandaise sauce. I had no idea. I was just a kid. Excuse me. Eggs Benedict, just in case you don't know, it's like a toasted English muffin with Canadian bacon or some type of ham, a poached egg, and then hollandaise sauce poured over it. It's delicious. This is pretty good too. This is really good, actually. So again, that was right at the $10 for the eggs, the butter, the prosciutto, the rice. What all went in here? We got the rice, the asparagus, the prosciutto, which I have leftovers, the egg, the butter, and the spices. Can't beat it for 10 bucks. It's pretty good, folks. Really, really good. So keep me informed. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried it. There's a couple of people that I work with that have tried some of these recipes. Give it a try. Hey everybody, remember, the most valuable thing you have is you, your life, and your family. Keep everybody safe. Keep everybody healthy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spreading the news about this. We'll try to get another one out next week. Y'all take care. You know, I didn't get this belly from being cowardly, so I'll chow down.